Hello, everybody. Happy Mother's Day to everybody, wherever you're at. Sunday, the 13th of May. This is video going over the last message posted. This is second attempt as darkness interfered with the first one. So hopefully we can get through this. Help of our Lord. In through the spires that mark time's passage, you'll receive the final message. To be conveyed through mortal hand, then to depart from this land. So I'm not sure what the spires that mark time's passage are. That I don't know. I'll receive the final message. It'll be conveyed to mortal hand, which is my hand. And this is just my final message, the way I receive, the kind I receive. There's other messengers out there. Maybe it is the final message. I don't know. But it'll certainly be my final message. Then I'll depart from this land, mortal men, which is full of discord, with chaos and imbalance. Mortal men full of discord, whose passage across can ill afford, which means weak of faith or wicked, no faith, and so forth, that can ill afford means they don't have what's needed to get across the light. What was once a forgotten litany, which is a chant, song, prayer, shall play throughout celestial symphony. So throughout heaven. Shall play throughout, comma, celestial symphony. It'll be a symphony of heavenly voices, most likely, like it is in heaven, constant singing and praising of God. I cannot compare it to anything heard, whoever the speaker is. For mankind cannot believe a simple word. What was once long ago blessed, so it tells us that it's probably almost a prayer, it's vocal. Mankind cannot believe a simple word of it, now or then. What was once long ago blessed became corrupted or failed the test. So the word shared with among man has been corrupted. This world has been corrupted. Everything God gave us has been corrupted. But we failed the test. All I said fell on deaf ears. So this is Jesus speaking. More and more now is end nears. So fewer and fewer people are hearing and listening and believing, falling from faith. Plagiarism ran amok through the ages. If those who don't know English, plagiarism is lying in the written, published word. Open my book to any of the pages, which would be the Bible. It's telling us there, again, that as I said, conveyed before, that the Bible's full of corruption on the surface. Those hidden messages I share, those are deeper down, those are hidden messages, and it's even more deeper down. The spirit of the word cannot be affected by man. The surface words, physical words, can be and have been. Tore the veil as they could see the way to speak directly to me. Again, the veil between the Holy of Holies and the high priest in the temple. Upon Jesus' death, passing, it was torn. As I explained before, that is, hey, he took out the middleman right there. You speak directly to me. You don't have to go confess to anybody. You don't have to pray through anybody or petition through anybody. One-on-one. If you could but see what all awaits, Father's kingdom, all predates. Essentials needed to pass the veil. So the essentials needed was repentance, forgiveness, letting go, believing, faith. Those are needed. Those who wait by from hell. So there's darkness that waits as you're passing to, try to trick you or lead you away from going forward into the light. That's why faith is essential, and those essentials are essential. Just that. Weak of faith, easily swayed, lose their way and hence delayed, as these ones in the midst were. Many remain to follow thy lead, from the darkness have been freed, which means darkness can't clutch and grab them and hold them. They still try to lead them astray vocally. Mother Mary sent you forth. She as I knew thy true worth, speaking to me. In the devil's scheme of things, she sees all suffering it brings. And nothing's hidden, because nothing's hidden from God. And that's the mother of man, Jesus. Nothing hidden from any of them. Guided you on present course. Had not heeded it be much worse. That's why I had not heeded her guiding me, putting me on the present course, I'd be in a lot worse shape. And I'm not in bad shape. That's for all of us. So that's speaking to all of us. Guided you on present course. You let him take over and guide your way, guide your path, what he has prepared for you. Otherwise, things will be worse for you, for all of us. In the maelstrom, which is this big chaotic storm madness that's to come, those you know, speaking to me, those I know, will still be some who failed to believe as was needed, if only thy words they had heeded. So all the people I know, in the chaos that's to come, some of them will remain, having to go through it, but they failed to believe as was needed. If only thy words, these words I shared, they had heeded, they wouldn't have to go through it. But it's free will choice, believe or not. Interdisciplinary realms of religion, which is all the different churches and religions out there, spread the seeds of demonic contagion. So they spread this kind of virus of word, unawares of all they did because they're being manipulated by darkness, slowly weaned away from it, not even knowing that they weren't representing truly God. Or they could be manipulated just one particular day to spread seeds of demonic contagion. Unawares of all they did, further and further man slid into the traps of darkness's lair. More and more lies did ensnare. In accordance with unknown plan. This is all part of God's plan, he knew it. In accordance with unknown plan, these demons, darkness, they play their part, and these men that's pastors and priests and so forth, religious leaders, they play their part in the salvation of man, unknowingly. In the camps of those they seek, in the camps of those the demons seek, darkness seeks, in the camps would be maybe the religions and the churches, and just amongst people, period, around the world. I've dispersed many humble and meek. So he's placed his servants, whether in spirit form, physical form, or both. He's dispersed many servants, like me and many others. Why? He'll explain. An antivirus to plague of evil. It's like planting an antivirus in our body, an antivirus in our computer to counteract the plague of evil. In order to diminish losses amidst the upheaval. So to diminish, to save more souls at the time of the upheaval. Secret they are amongst the faces. You don't know who they are. People don't know who I am, except as I've shared here. There are many out there that darkness or human race don't know who they are. Equally positioned in all the right places. Some you've seen quite in passing. You never know who you pass, an angel or heavenly spirit in human form or a servant of God. As my forces around them were massing. Dire consequences for those who follow he who leads those below. So dire consequences for those who follow the devil. Evil supplanted many in authority. Evil is placed, he placed many of those people in authority in the world with their own. Maybe the same body, but it's not the same person, i.e. the Pope and many religious and political leaders. They are no longer the minority, so there's more of them. Darkness controls more of the leaders and those in authority in the world than they did ever before. So few of those in power shall not fall to darkest power. So very few of those in power are going to make it to the light. One by one the rule shall end. Fall to those on horse I send. 4 horsemen. Second brother in coming months. Again, he's mentioning that, which would be war. In words of rhyme, shall know once he arrives upon his horse. So he'll let me know. Then things in spirit to get worse. Respite I mentioned, which he did in the previous message, and respite, which is this kind of calm period, rest period. Respite I mentioned to pass soon anon. So soon after that, when things get worse, there'll be a respite. But false sense of security to fall upon. World of man as more fall prey to lies, deception every day. So there'll be a respite. Give everybody the world of false sense of security as to what, boom. It's like a pre-tremor or earthquake. It's like, oh, that was bad. Then there's a calm. You think everything's okay. And all of a sudden, boom. No more can I help dissuade as more of darkness does invade. So no more can he help stop as more of darkness does invade. Again, it's free will. All must run its course throughout. Man must learn to do without. Because in the coming war, whatever causes it, this is mentioned before, this bitterest winter. And you think about it, it's not going to be a nuclear attack by Russia or China like that or anything like that amongst to each other, because it makes the land uninhabitable, and they know they're going to get attacked right back. So if there's a nuclear attack, it's going to be anywhere in the world. It's going to be caused by somebody, a terrorist nation or something like that, terrorist group. So more likely to be attack on either plague or biological, or attack on the infrastructure, the power grid. Because then if the power grid's gone, everything's gone. Nothing will work because everything depends on electricity, some form or another. It'll all be gone. We won't be able to get gas, food, cook, run our cars, get money out of the bank, and nothing. Use our cell phones, nothing. All be gone. So, but what's going to cause that, bring it about? Don't know. So man must learn to do without, like we used to. That's going to be harder for the younger generations. Like my generations before mine, quickly disappearing, we'll be better off. But these younger generations will be totally lost. Panic, rioting, chaos. Man must learn to do without the countless things he's lusted for. 'Tis the price to pay in any war. Journeyed far, my chosen few, through time and space they did view. All the fallacies, failings of men, shared my word by word and pen. Talking about me and so many others, many others that have traveled through space and time, and we viewed all the falseness and the failures of men, sharing his word by word and pen and by mouth. They all went unseen through many places, all the world and all the races. To each I sent a spirit leader. So to each race he sent a spirit leader. Think of that. It could be Muhammad, Jesus, Paul, Buddha, Confucius. He all sent a spirit leader, which confirms something for me that I've always felt. To each I sent a spirit leader to guide and teach to face and reader, to guide and teach to the face, person, and to those who are reading about it. This is interesting, denied 3 times, each did suffer. So like Jesus, they each were denied 3 times and suffered, giving them an eternal or angelic buffer. So that 3 times denied brought about an eternal angelic buffer against darkness, either for the rest of that life they were here or after they left. No more I sent upon this earth, so he sent no more, as now is the time of its rebirth. Tarry not in lack of awareness. So don't delay in your lack of awareness. Open thy heart to impair less. To open thy heart so you're not impaired, you're not spiritually and soulfully impaired. There will be less of it, less obstruction. Open thy hearts to impair less of thy senses to what does come. So you got to open your heart. It's essential. Chaos to many, salvation to some. Unawares, thief in the night, which was warned about, you all were taught wrong from right. Taken or not, being taken from this land, whether your soul's taken or not, be thankful in heart, for just might save you from being torn apart. So he's saying, those who don't believe, or if you're not taken up before this chaos, still be thankful. As he said, be thankful in good times and bad. So be thankful even if you're not taken up in your suffering here in the end, or near your end. Still be thankful, for it just might save you from being torn apart by evil when you leave this world. So just accept it. Thank you for it, Lord. Sorry I wasn't deserving of it. Forgive me, please. I accept my fate, and that might be all it takes for him to be saved. End is near. Doubt not these words, for this is the end of final thirds. So, as always, these last couple months, messages have been less of them, but they've been longer and very detailed and informational. So, hope that explains it for you. And that you all again had a wonderful Mother's Day. Bless all mothers and the Holy Mother and my mom. Love you. God bless. Peace of Christ.